My name's Dan. I'm a journalism student at the University of East London. I studied university last year, and at the beginning of this year I started squatting as an alternative to either renting or any other kind of housing option I had at the time. Currently I'm living in Stoke Newington. We started squatting this building about a week or two ago. I started squatting initially out of necessity. I didn't have the cash available to secure myself decent rented accommodation, and I knew a couple of people that were squatting, and although I was somewhat apprehensive of it, primarily due to my ignorance, I've been quite surprised so far in terms of how well it's gone and how much I've learned from the group. And despite my reservations and what I'd read in the papers, I'm aware that the media is not exactly balanced in its view of squatting. What surprised me was just how close-knit the community was. We rely on each other for everything from food, clothing and housing to friendship, counsel and support, as well as having a great deal of fun in between. There's a wide variety of people I live with. We're a group consisting mainly of activists, political demonstrators. We have quite a few musicians and artists in the house as well. There's people squatting here for a variety of reasons, financial hardship, those who don't agree with having to live a certain way. For some it's a lifestyle choice. There's also those who feel that they, for whatever reason, just don't really fit in with the kind of status quo that society expects of us. Living like this has changed my mind in a lot of ways. Primarily, I seem to be questioning a lot of the kind of expectations and systems that are already in place and the things that we are and are not expected to do as people within a society. The idea that, we have to work full time, in many cases 40 to 50 hours a week, just to have a safe bed to sleep in and a meal on the table, doesn't exactly seem fair. And I'm not sure exactly as to how any of us are meant to really reach our potential if so much of our energy is exerted on just securing the basics. Although it can be uncomfortable at times, sometimes you're in between properties, sometimes you're evicted with very little notice or none at all. Bailiffs can sometimes be a bit heavy-handed. On the whole, the positives here, for me at least, massively outweigh the negatives. It's those times that are the hardest for the group, when we're in between properties or evicted with very little notice, or lost stuff in shopping bags and trolleys on the side of the street. Those are the times that kind of bring everyone together the most. It's those times that kind of strengthen the group. And
if you listen to the politicians of the other parties, they all say they support affordable homes, but they do nothing about it. The homes that they're talking about being affordable is affordable for the ultra-rich, not about being affordable for ordinary people in ordinary jobs.
It also allows me to access the squatting community in a wider level, especially in terms of the protest and demonstration angle. I quite like the fact that I can go back and forth from different squats all around London, help them in some way and learn more about myself and the world as a whole. Despite having only been living like this for a few months and having only been living with the people I live with for a couple of months, I consider these people my family now. We've been through a lot together already, and I'd say it's honestly been one of the most gratifying and rewarding periods of my life so far. It's a very active household. We have a lot of fun here. There's always something to do, always something to fix. We cook a lot together, eat a lot together. It's nice to be part of, a group that pretty much acts as a family, really.